Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of the day that you're joining. Welcome to today's reading on What Do You Need to Know? And so when I first decided to make this video, I was going to keep it open to love, career, finances, so you could be here for any of those reasons. But, as I started shuffling the cards and things like that, I'm getting a lot of love. Like a lot of you guys are here for love. I kept hearing Rihanna, Love on the Brain, and then it was, what's her name? Dua Lipa, Heartbreak. Am I falling in love with the one that can break my heart? Anyhow, so this is the reading. There's 3 groups to choose from. We have Orange Calcite with the Ace of Wands. Oh, I said Ace of Wands, but it's really the Ace of Swords. We have Leafcutter Ant and the Sodalite. And for group 3, we have the 9 of Cups and this Petrified Wood. So go ahead and select your pile using your intuition, and I will see you in your reading. Group 1, those of you who chose this Orange Calcite, welcome to your reading on What Do You Need to Know? Okay, so this reading is largely about focusing your energy and how to give yourself, the energy boost that you need to move forward, pretty much. So there were so many messages that were like coming through as I was laying out the cards. So the first one has to do, because we'll start with right in the center here. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Devil. And, I don't know if you could see here how there's this evil eye that's being blocked by this feather. So it's like your guides or something wants to block some of this evil eye. And it relates to these center cards right here, because when I was laying them out, I was hearing that Astronaut in the Ocean song, like when people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. So it's like, don't worry about what people are saying about you, and don't focus too much on that. Like, sort of put that on pause. Just put some blockage on their evil eye, their attention that they're putting on you, their hate that they're putting on you. Because I'm also hearing, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes. So maybe they're envious of, like, they see you as like, oh, this person's like, they're just talking too much. So it's like, put that shit in slow motion, put that stuff to a halt, and then I'm getting here with the peridot is like period, like they're saying period, like, period, like with a T, like that's what I'm getting with this peridot card. And then I'm also hearing like Mortal Kombat, like finish him, that ending move that they do, and they're like, finish him. So it's like, put it to a complete end, like, don't focus on what people have to say, because it's really just like dimming you light and keeping you chained. And what I mean by that is your life force, your energy. It's because the calcite is also about, like, an increase in energy, just cleansing your energy, like getting that energy boost, in order to, because here we have the new moon in Aries, and go for it. It's in reverse, right? And then here we have new creations, the Ace of Coins, the Fool, which is about new beginnings, right? And so with new moon in Aries, go for it in reverse. It's like, I'm getting this, that like your energy is being pulled in this direction, right? And, it's like the storm is going to pass. Here we have storms. We have lightning, storm. So this is going to pass. And a big part of this is really just focusing your energy on what it is that you want to create, what it is that you can do, and going for it, being focused, and, taking the initiative and things like that, right? And same with this 9 of Wands. It's like, don't give up. Like, even if people start talking, even if people start, you're capturing people's attention, you don't really have to focus or think too much about it. And whatever storm that's happening, whatever issues or difficulties or whatever, it's like the storm always passes, and I'm getting the storm to be with these people and this envy, because like I'm getting the swords and the lightning, like, see how it just has a similar feel to it, like the clouds. And it's like, I just feel like, the truth is going to come out eventually anyways. It's like these people have nothing better to do anyway. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just get this feeling of like these people, like, because I'm really picking up on this devil card. It's like they have nothing better to do but like gossip and talk about other people and like, just try and dim other people's light. It's, I don't know. Anyway, so it's, so it's like, don't spend your life force on these people, right? Instead, use your energy, because you're different. I feel like that you're different in some type of way with this Herkimer diamond. Like Herkimer diamonds are different from other diamonds in the sense that like I don't want to say they're newer, but like, I don't know. I don't know a lot about diamonds or Herkimer diamonds and stuff like that, but I know they're different from other diamonds. And I don't know if it's a newer type of diamond or like it's reminding me of what are they called? Like not manufactured diamonds, but lab created diamonds. So then in opposition to like blood diamonds, or how now there's companies who don't use regular diamonds because of all the bloodshed and wars and things that have happened around it, and so they use like these other types of diamonds that are like synthetic diamonds. So this is like a new innovative, I don't know, I'm just seeing this as you having these new innovative things that are coming up for you to create, for you to sort of move on and start to move forward. But it's like it begins with like cleansing your energy of the negativity of what these of focusing your mind, your thoughts, or whatever on what these people have to say, because it's not even true. Because originally this card was in reverse, the Ace of Swords. It's like false things that they're saying that aren't even true. Like, yeah, just not even true. It's just like eating up your energy. And so like that's definitely not necessary. And with this Nine of Wands as well, I'm getting like, don't give up. And that was a song too. It's like that Sia song is like, don't give up, won't give up, no, no, no. I'm free to be the greatest. I'm alive. I'm free to be the greatest here tonight. And that's where it's like, it's almost like an affirmation that I'm hearing. It's like, I'm free to be the greatest. I'm alive. It's like an affirmation that you are the greatest, that you can be the greatest. And it's gonna, and like, that's what you should be thinking about. And then that's what's gonna help to bring in these new opportunities and these new creations and this new stuff that you want to do, that you want to go for, because it's like, this new beginning is just like around the corner, but it's just a matter of, like cleansing your energy and like really channeling your life force. And, and that could mean, because you feel like an astronaut in the ocean. So it's like something about like feeling out of place or feeling out of, maybe there's like a lot of like emotions that are tied to this. Maybe some of you are generally like more thinking types that find yourself, because when I think of an astronaut, I'm thinking of air and thinking types. But then it's like in the ocean. So maybe it's like you're caught up in the storms, you're caught up in the emotions. Like you could see both of these people are in the emotions, right? Like this person's looks like they're in the storm, which is water. And then this one is like in a waterfall, which looks a lot more peaceful and gentle and things like that. So another thing that I'm getting to is, so this is a way to look on the bright side. Of using your thoughts to focus on the bright side, because that's what I'm getting with this rainbow as well. And again, it just keeps tying back into these new things that are going to come up by just resetting your intentions, resetting your mindset, focusing on what you want to do, what you want to go for, and just removing, because it's like what I just got to is like, if you stop focusing on, these things that we just mentioned about, these new beginnings, these new things that you want to bring in, and you just put a block to what these people have to say, the things that they're saying, they're thinking, or they're doing, or they're gossiping, and really just put that to a complete halt. It's like you're removing them from your energy field. Like you're putting a block on it. You're protecting yourself from, the ramifications or the effects of what they have to say. It's like you become unbothered and unaffected. And it's like, like where that finish him, that move comes in, where it's like, you're no longer affected by it. It's completely done and over with. And so that's like what you need to know, is that like you need to cleanse your energy of the things that these people are saying. And like I said, like just put a little block on it, like how we're seeing here with, and it's like with this feather, it's like your guides, your angels, your higher realms want to completely block it from you altogether. And this is the way for new things to come in. And, you have the ability to do this. So, also another thing, there may be messages in pile 2 for you. I haven't done pile 2 yet, but that's another thing that I heard. Yeah. So is there anything else here that they need to know? Yeah, it's just that's pretty much the message, is to really embark on this new thing by blocking out some of the BS and the stuff that people are saying, people who like literally I feel like don't have anything better to do but to dim someone else's light. Like that's literally like they're fools, period. So yeah, so that is your reading, group 1. You can also, another thing too is when we're talking about your life force energy, I mean, there's different ways of giving yourself an energy boost and cleansing your energy. It isn't just your mental, but it can also be your physical as well. Cause like I'm really focused in on his physical body. So maybe it's things with fitness or food or things of that nature. So that may be another thing that is going to help you bring in these new this new start, these new opportunities, or like it's just gonna like reignite you in some sort of way with this go for it in the new moon in Aries, and give you a little more pep in your step, is what I just heard as well. So anyways, guys, that is your reading. If you liked it, please leave a comment. If you'd like to share how it resonated with you, I'd be happy to hear it. And subscribe if you like to see more videos. Take care, guys. Bye. Group 2, Sodalite, welcome to your reading on what you need to know. So there's so many channeled messages coming in, and they are kind of strange in the sense of like, and I think this is part of the message. Okay, let me just try to go in order so that you guys can follow, because it's kind of all over the place. So first of all, your reading started at 1313. So look that number up. I just threw it in Google right now. And the first thing that came up was Star Wars. And here we have Star Maiden, and then we have Star Keeper. Okay, so this has a lot to do with you being a starseed and the time that you are I feel like you're awakening to it. You're going through the deep inward journey. You have this in reverse, deep inward journey. You'll be rewarded for the work. How can you alchemize your fear? So I'm seeing this as, you being put through the ringer for, to really unlock your purpose and to set you on your path for what you are meant to do here on earth with this King of Pentacles, what you're supposed to manifest, what you're supposed to create. But for now, you're in the Page of Coins stage here. You see how he has all these books? And it's like, I just heard, it's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life for us. Okay. So it's like the school of hard knocks. I feel like you're getting some pretty hard knocks. I'm hearing work, 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 work. Something like dirt, 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 like a lot of dirt, a lot of work. Here with leafcutter ant, army of life, ask for help, seek support. You're not alone. And so I'm just getting like, the ants and working and having to carry, how ants have to carry, are capable of carrying, I don't know how many times their body weight, but like it's just like putting in a lot of work, like being that worker bee, just working a lot. And I'm hearing that Nelly Furtado song, like she's a man eater, make you work hard, make you spend hard, make you, pretty much like being just like put to the ringer, like just being grinded. I heard Earth School as well. Like there's a card in this Starseed deck, because this is from the Starseed Oracle as well, is about Earth School and like having to learn, how it is to be human and having to be like put through this like phase of, I think that card talks about like, with Starseeds, it's like having a hard time like figuring out the earth, like how it works here, and it's like feeling somewhat disconnected or alienated or something, and so I just see this being as this journey from the Page of Coins, which is the Page of Pentacles, to this ultimately this King of Pentacles. So it's like this maturing of the time spent on earth, and I feel like this is the journey that we're talking about. And with the Nine of Cups and the Four of Wands in reverse, it really is, you're going through a hard time. Like it isn't a pleasant thing. And like you need rest sometimes, not just rest, but also faith. You need help from others. Seek support. You're not alone. But also know that this is going to unlock your sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. And, this is something that I feel like is in your DNA. Maybe your DNA is going to be activated through this rest, through this hard work that you're putting in. There's something that I just had and I feel like I lost it already. Oh my God, you know what I just got? A past life memory. It felt like, when you remember something and then you forget it right away. It's like waking up from a dream and then feeling you just remembered what the dream is, and boom, it's gone. Now you forgot it. Like I just had that feeling, and I feel like it's like you're remembering, but it's like that you remember, but like you're forgetting it because it's boom, it's gone. But it's there. And whatever you're going through, it's meant to prepare you for your purpose, for this path that you're supposed to embark on, for the work that you're supposed to do as a starseed on the earth, because it's really about, being a starseed, being a light worker, doing something like not just for yourself, but for the rest of like humanity. That's essentially what that means. Your path, dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. So again, this is talking about fears, and it's like moving past fears. Maybe there's like been a lot of major changes. There's been a lot of hurdles. Like I'm seeing this as a hurdle, like, what's that Olympic sport where they have to run and then they jump over those hurdles? Like, maybe it's called hurdles, but yeah, they have to keep jumping over and running and then jumping over and jumping over and jumping over. And I feel like that's what it's like you're being trained again with this schooling that we're getting here. You're being trained, you're being conditioned. That's the word, like an athlete it's like running track and then jumping these hurdles. And then that's what's going to, like strengthen you and grow you and mature you into this more stable, like, so you could really like root something in to the earth and really create something. And like here, it's just like, I'm just really getting, it's like an education, I'm just getting this as very educational. Like this is a university. This is the place where this type of work gets done. It's like that earth school thing that I'm getting. And it's like morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. I feel like this is what's coming for you. And here I feel like I there's no baby here, but I feel like I can see a baby here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably not. Maybe it's just like my inner vision that's projecting it. But it feels like a baby, and like the umbilical cord here. And it's like I feel like something's going to be birthed. Something's going to be birthed. It's going to be this fresh new start. And because it's in reverse, it's like this is going to be unlocked after this journey. And I'm not saying, excuse me, I'm not saying that, you're not going to be continuing along this journey of this inner work and stuff like that's kind of like a lifelong thing. But there's a certain element of it that you need to get through now in order to get started on your path. And it's almost like, it's like how, a kid graduates and it's like, okay, now you can get started. Now you can move on. Now you can get the job. Now you can, apply for that job, do that job, doesn't mean that they're going to be 100% ready. Like, they still need more experience and things to learn along the way, but it's just like, okay, and like soon enough, you're going to be ready for this purpose. And like, maybe some of you already, see, look at that. Like, like her, it's like she's going to be receiving it in her hand. Like, to me, that's what the left hand represents, is like, receiving. And it's a 7 here. Sacred purpose. And I see her in the forest. To me, she's in the forest. And again, this is about like support. Like, you're supported. Now I'm picking up on this feather. You're supported by higher realms, by your ancestors. Here we see, this symbol from Egypt. So your star ancestors, your and then something about being grounded and being grounded, staying grounded. I'm taking that to be in 2 ways. So one is, learning the practical stuff. There's going to be practical things that you're going to learn. And then there's also going to be literally staying grounded. It's like grounding techniques, like things where it's like maybe going for a walk. Because I'm getting this very like duality sort of thing. It's like this bipolar. I don't mean like, how do I explain this? It's like flying high, birds flying high. I'm getting that song, birds flying high. It's like being high vibrational, but then having to, but then having to like know things like the 48 laws of power, like how to maneuver in the world, how other people are moving, how other people are doing things. And like, it's like maybe there's aspects of the earth and how things get done that will make you unhappy, but it's like you're still gonna have to encounter these things and learn them. And there's gonna be times where you're gonna need to just take a break from this high and take a rest from all this high vibrational, all this work, and just really like spend time in nature. What else can you do to ground yourself? I don't know, maybe cold showers, like things that bring you back down, like have fun, enjoy certain things, maybe dance, listen to music, things that keep you really present and locked in to the physical, like things that activate your senses, your touch, your taste, like whatever, things that really like bring you down to the present. Maybe exercise. I just heard like synchronizing your breath to your movement. Like, again, this whole thing of like being connected to your breath, being connected to the earth and just your 5 senses to really ground you. So like, that's also what I'm getting. It's like, see the light by staying grounded. Like, you have to stay grounded. And because part of it is realizing where you're at, which is the earth, and kind of like learning in the ways. And what I get by that is also like the suit of pentacles is also about manifestation. And, I guess the best thing that, or example that I'm getting right now is like farmers. Like that's sort of like the best example is like they have to plant the seed, they have to water the seed, they have to clear the soil, they have to wait on things like timing, on the sun. They know how to use the elements of time, divine timing. They have to know when to do certain things, whatever, in order to grow certain crops, in order to reach that harvest. And I feel like, that's what the suit of pentacles is all about. It's like about the earth realm, being committed, determination, hard work, things like that, to really solidify and ground things and to manifest. Like there's going to be that element, that is going to be required for your purpose to really take root, and to really be creating something stable and long lasting. I'm seeing the 10 of Pentacles right now, something long lasting on the earth, right? Like, so that's part of the lessons is like, that's going to be taught to you, I feel like. And so perseverance, that's another word I just got. Perseverance, pushing through. What I'm getting to is like, it's like giving birth, like birth pains, also that the element of reaping what you sow, but like in the sense of reaping what you sow in the sense of like, do the work now to get the payment later. So like that's what you're doing now. It's like you will be rewarded for the work. It says that right here. You're putting in the work now to reap a benefit later. It's like the opposite of like a credit card. It's like you get now and then you pay later. No, like that's not what is happening here. Everything, I feel like, I don't want to say everything. I'm just getting the sense of like a lot of the things that you're going to build that is going to be long lasting, and the foundation, it's like the foundation being set for it, it's going to require work now, and then the benefit will be reaped later. Like farming, right? Like you put in the work now and then, or like a business, a startup, it's not like you're working for an employer, where, oh yeah, we'll just pay you for your time and then bye. Like, no, like you are creating with the elements, like, I don't know, again, earth school. Like I just keep hearing that. So yeah, another thing that I want to say too is like, the messages that I was getting, like I was getting, oh my God, it goes back to this like hard work thing again. So like I was getting the WAP song by Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. Like there's some, like, there's people like gonna be looking for you. At the beginning of that video is like, there's some, in this house, like I don't want to say the word, but there's some holes, we'll say, like there's some holes in this house, there's some holes, and like the guy's like looking around. Like I feel like there's gonna be people like looking around for you, like you're gonna be seeking them and they're gonna be seeking you, with the sacred purpose and your path. And then it's like certified freak 7 days a week. So like this is like this work is 7 days a week, like, I mean, on the seventh day they rest. I don't know. I'm just getting like these just different strange messages in these odd ways. So like, that's another thing. It's like, cause I'm getting like these spiritual messages from this WAP song and the video. And it's like, so just be open-minded to, how messages are going to, and how you're going to be communicated with. It could be in any way, in any place, through things that you may think is low vibrational, but messages can still be in it for you, right? So like, don't necessarily take things at face value. That's pretty much the message that I'm getting, is like they can communicate with you any old way that they want. And so just keep an open mind. Like you are to receive in any way, with any song, with any whatever. So don't feel like you have to change all these things and cut this out and not listen to this type of music or anything like that necessarily, right? Because they can use that. So it's like, don't stress too much about certain things, and about how hard you're working, if you're working hard enough, if like, don't doubt yourself. Because it's like, this is sort of destined for you. And I feel like, messages can come through anyway. And if, say you fail to, as you're learning your intuition and things like that, say you fail to, later on, you're like, oh, I think that's what that meant. They're like, don't worry about it. They'll find another way to get the message to you, So it's like, I'm just getting this thing of like, don't worry, we're gonna keep the ball rolling for you. So, but we need you to just jump these hurdles for us, because there's parts of it that they can't do and that they want you to learn. So yeah. And so then that way, this can be upright. It can be a celebration. It could be a lot of stability, a lot of, just good stuff. I feel like you're gonna hit this point. Morning dew. It's like, a positive outlook. I'm seeing this after like a dark night, because this is almost like a dark night of the soul type energy. And then this is like, the what's it called? Like the break of dawn, like when, the dawn after the storm, or like I don't know, you guys know what I'm talking about? Like after the dark, the morning after I don't know. You guys maybe know what I'm talking about, hopefully. But anyhow, that is your reading. And I just got like so delightful as well, because this is Sodalite. So this goes with here, which is going to be so delightful for you. And it's going to come in really quick. It's almost like an unlocking that's going to happen as well, like to this sacred purpose. And it's just going to come in very quick when this reward is going to come in quickly for your hard work. So it's just going to be like, boom, it's there. And I think it's going to come like overnight. Like it's not overnight. It's going to feel like one morning you wake up and it's like, boom, you got it. You received it. You know what I'm saying? Now you get it. It's like that epiphany, that download where you just know. You just know. And so you don't have to work so hard on receiving like the intel I just got on what this is. Or if you feel like you're waiting for some information, if you feel like you're waiting to receive it, it's like you're just going to receive it when you do, and it's just going to hit you. And it's going to come in at night, or it's going to come in where it's like you're resting. It's not going to come in through the hard work necessarily, even though you're still being asked to put in the hard work. So hopefully this makes sense, and hopefully this reading was helpful for you guys. Please let me know if it resonated, how it resonated. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe so you can see more videos. Take care, guys. Love you. Bye-bye. Group 3 with this Petrified Wood. Welcome to your reading on what you need to know. So I'm really excited for this reading, actually. I feel like this is a continuation from Group 2. And when I say continuation, I'm talking about like a progression from Group 2 into Group 3. Like this is the result. This is the harvest that's going to come to take place. And so for some of you guys, I'm being told to tell you that if you were drawn to a Group 2, please listen to that as well. Because, you may be somewhere along this continuum. I'm seeing it as sort of like this wave that comes in, and it's like you could be at different parts of this wave. You could be at the beginning, you could be in the middle, you could be at the end. So there could be some overlap or, whatever. So just check out pile 2 if you were called to. So with you guys, very, very exciting. Here we have harvest, I'm getting like, you're reaping what you've sown. And you're an alchemist, okay? Group 3, you guys have transmuted darkness to light. Here, rebirth, death and rebirth. Here, I could see it. You could see like, it's like turning whatever into gold. Like that's literally what you guys have done. You have transformed with these Black Panthers, darkness to light. feelings. It's like I see you just putting in the key, and like it was hard for you to unlock the door, but on the other side is this growth and all this, and it's like you guys have really put in the work that you needed to do in order to, and I'm talking about the inner journey, the personal work, the darkness within you, fear, right? Because I was also hearing you don't have to fear anymore, especially with this petrified wood. With petrified wood, I'm getting it's like, I don't know if it's, yeah, your root chakra. Like, I'm just getting like that survival, that survival root chakra, and then petrified, and this feeling of like not feeling 100% secure through this process, through this journey, through this shadow work, through this dark night of the soul, having to go into hermit mode. And like I'm seeing her, to me it's like it's a cave, but it looks like it's inside of a tree. And inside of a tree, I feel like, I don't know, I'm getting this sense of like gaining wisdom, and just all these different things, right? So you need to know, because, okay, so let's stick to what you need to know, because it's like now you're on the next leg of your journey. Is from what I can see, you've unlocked, like, look at this. You've unlocked your purpose, I love when I see, like, right when I saw this bow and arrow, this Sagittarius, like this card, I dreamt this card before I even had this card. I see it in my shamanic journeys, like from way before. It's like, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, like that bow and arrow, to me, it signifies something that's meant for you, that is pointed in an opposite. You're here, right? And this bow and arrow is pointed over here. And then you're there thinking, like, say those of you who resonated with pile 2 and have come from that, like, say you're like, how is this bow and arrow gonna hit me? Like, how am I supposed to get what I'm, get this harvest? How is this supposed to happen? Like, I don't see it, and this is like where it's like, no, it's gonna come to you. Like, don't worry about the laws of physics and gravity and all these things that you think you may know, that your logical mind, it's about faith, and what's meant for you is going to find you. And so what's meant for you, because you've unlocked it and you've done the work to transmute and transform, and really just shine a light. I'm getting a shine a light on your darkness. And it's like, and then also like being a light in the dark. And so this is where, the spiritual career is coming in. And, this is the next leg of your journey. It's like, doing that inner work so that you could do the outer work for others. It's like, because some of you guys, when I was laying out the cards, not all, some, and maybe this is just a few that are viewing this, have struggled, because I heard like what you know about rolling down in the deep. Like, and when I hear that is like people who have hit rock bottom. Some people have had drug addictions, like hard drugs, that are viewing this right now. And it's like that sense of like what you know about rolling down in the deep. Like, what do you know about being in the gutter of hitting rock bottom? And it's like you've went from that to the sun. You went from the 5 of coins, like this feeling of completely out in the cold, to this harvest. It is like this night and day, literally, like it's night and day. And so now it's like time for you to share that, teach that, whatever this career is. And also, it's like the work, like it doesn't have to necessarily be something you get paid for, although you can monetize it, but it's like something like this needs to be channeled some way, is what I'm getting with this priest in reverse. Let's see. Facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy, violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role, is the shadow. So again, here we're getting this sense of like light and shadow, which is darkness and light. But I'm just seeing something about you being a channel of spiritual energy, of the spirit, and that's going to be different for everyone, like what this career is, what this job is. And when I see career, I'm saying your purpose, right? Like, and I just heard like, Jesus was a shepherd, right? And so like that was what he did, but when we're talking about his career, is like his purpose, what he was here to do, what he was meant to manifest and create, which is what I'm getting with the full moon in Sagittarius here. So yeah, and so like ambush fear with your ferocious dream in reverse. So this is being tied to your spiritual career and this sense of being petrified or unhappy or feeling like, oh my God, see how she's holding up like her head, like how am I gonna do this? Like maybe there's some fear, there's some sense of like, how am I gonna fulfill this role? Like what am I supposed to do? I don't know the steps, or I don't know how to move forward with this Knight of Wands. I know that I'm meant to do it, but I don't know, like fear is like getting a hold of you. And it's like, I just keep getting this message of like, you don't have anything to fear anymore. You've been through the hardest part of your journey, and it isn't to say that like this part isn't going to have its challenges, but it's like, I don't know. These are eggplants. I just got this feeling of eggplants. It's so random. And this purple. Oh, maybe it's the purple. Yeah, I'm starting to pick up the purple. You're going to be guided. I'm getting like the number 7, strongly guided, like number 7 and then 8. So strongly guided. I'm getting the purple and the crown chakra, the sun, illumination. You're going to be illuminated through your crown. So it's all going to come in at the right time. And so, you have nothing to fear. Don't let fear block your crown chakra from receiving information, which it's not going to block it because it's meant for you. But again, you have the key to unlock it is what I'm getting. And yeah. So it's like you have nothing to fear. You've been through the hardest part of your journey, and I feel like you've paid your dues already. Like Spirit already knows you've paid your dues. You still got more work to do, in terms of like really bringing this to others, but like I just feel like the hardest part is done, and like celebrate your wins. That's what I'm getting with this Harvest card, is like celebrate your wins. Don't, because I'm tying this 9 of Cups in reverse to this spiritual, like, and this fear and this unhappiness or this whatever. And again, going back to this feeling like, oh, I don't know if I have the key for this. I don't know if I will. And it's like, remember like everything that you've been through, the darkness that you've faced, the battles that you've won, the hardships that you've endured, how you, something fear in the face, like I don't know, pretty much you've shit on fear, like, or you've, wrestled with the devil or whatever, and you won, or I don't know, whatever sayings those are, celebrate that. Look at the harvest and the bounty from that. And like that is going to give you the positivity I'm getting from the sun, the positive mindset, I'm just getting the sun. That is going to give you like the energy, the boost that you need when you're feeling low and disconnected and fearful of this mission and this path that you're on. And when you feel alone, because I'm getting this sense of being alone here in the desert and not feeling like you have enough food or something like that, like to make it. Like, do I have what I need to make it? And it's like, you do. Look, the harvest is plentiful here. So you do have it, you do have it. And like, I just heard that the only thing to fear is fear itself. I mean, it's so cliche, but yeah, you just have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear. Just take it one day at a time. And whatever it is, the spiritual career, it's something where you are channeling. You are channeling the light. You are channeling the light to those who are still perhaps in the darkness. It's like, again, reaching out the hand so that when they're reaching for you, because there's people that I'm seeing right now, it's like someone who's stuck somewhere and they're reaching their hand out, hoping in faith that someone is going to grab hold and pull them out. They can't see. They're stuck somewhere and they're covered. They can't even see the person, but they're asking for help and they're reaching out the hand. And you're going to come and somehow, some way, reach out your hand the way she's reaching. Yeah. With this and with this antler thing, which again, you're going to be guided. Like, this is all going to be something that's, you're going to be guided through, and you're going to reach out your hand to help. You're going to be helping, and you're just going to be guided through this. So celebrate your wins, celebrate your victories. Dance if you need to dance. I'm just getting this feeling of like, really celebrate it. Like, and when I say in the physical, I mean like, treat yourself to something. Do something different, something sensual, something different, like, for yourself. Like, don't just be like, oh yeah, good job. Like, no, like, celebrate. Like, make yourself feel abundant over what you've accomplished, because it's very major what you've accomplished, and really treat yourself for it, in whatever ways that you can. Okay, so that you can remember this harvest, because a harvest is meant to be enjoyed. A harvest is meant to be shared, again, with the spiritual career. And it's going to grow and multiply when you share it. So it's going to be more harvest, right? So anyway, that is your message, group 3. Yeah, I'm really excited for you guys. Please leave a comment. Let me know how this message resonates. All the best of luck to you guys. I love you guys. Like this video if you like the video. Subscribe so you can see more videos like this. Take care. Bye.